All right.
Yeah, so we're live.
Yes, Mr. Adebayo. Yeah.
Yeah, super. Hello, viewers. We are back again. Yes, we're back again. And then, just like we promised, that we're going to come back, um, just to again, talk about how the event ended. And of course, the event ended, but there's still so much about Destination Imagination Africa that is happening even right now. If you're following us on our social media, you see a lot of things happening even right now. So the event just ended, right? So many things happening in the eye that, um, again, we'd like to talk about, even in this conversation. But then we'd like to give you an overview, of the event generally, for as many of you that have been following us and, following the wonderful things that were unveiled in Stream Park 2022. It's the first of its kind in Africa, right? The Global Expo was a great one, and every event that happened from day one to day two to day three down to day four, the president coming around, the president of Afrexim Bank showing up, and other great stakeholders coming around, globally to witness what young Africans, kids in the K-12 system have put together, innovations and various solutions. All of those, every day was powerful. Every day was powerful, from the learners exhibition to the teachers workshop. It was a whole lot of fun and excitement. And again, we saw how learning can be exciting. For me, if you ask me, one of the things I see in Stream Park is that Stream Park showed how that learning can be fun. I mean, learning can be exciting, learning can be interesting, learning can be something that you don't want to stop doing. You see different kind of research about,
Exactly.
about how kids are dropping out of school in Africa, in various places, that, but then we see that, Steam is creating a different paradigm, a different pathway, where kids are, the second day, the second day, the kids they never wanted to go
Sure.
home. I think even the first day, and they didn't want
Yeah.
to go home. Exactly. That's what learning should look
Exactly.
like. Learning should be fun. Learning should be fun, and that's what Stream as a framework seeks to do, right? Because of course, if it's not fun, then what's the people don't love to do what's not fun, right? We're saying that learning can be fun, learning can be interesting, and even with great outcomes. That we have seen as Stream Park again, right? And of course, that's one thing Destination Imagination is trying to do in Africa, right? You know, leading an evolution of learning. Where we're seeing learning in a different light, exciting, interesting, more rewarding, and more impactful, because the outcome is that these young people are building real life skills. Real life skills. They are solving problems for their society, right? They are solving real problems in the society. They are solving problems for the country, real life. I mean, that's more valuable. That's more valuable. And it's so exciting to see how that has unfolded from day one, day two, day three, into day four, right? I know we spent a lot of time. We've talked about the learners exhibition and everything. And one thing we didn't come back to talk about was the teachers' experience. What the teachers experience, and of course, we talked about the fact that the teachers are the drivers of this experience. If this is going to happen all across Africa, the teachers have to be motivated enough, right, to want to embrace it, right? The teachers have to be motivated enough to say, okay, yes, we're going to do this in the classroom, right? And so, real quick, I'm going to ask Dan, I'm going to ask Shamo, 2 days the teacher was on ground, and it was a powerful session. What were the things you observed in those sessions? What did you see? Tell us about the excitement. Tell us about the things that the teachers demonstrated. Which portrays hope. Which shows that getting back to their various schools. There's really going to be a revolution. I want to hand over to you guys now.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Adebayo. So probably just as we did a rundown of the event during the days it was hosted. So basically, we had the learners session for the first 3 days, and then the last day was for the educators, because of course from the
Okay.
first day, the students were so excited, and so we had to give them the opportunity to take the 3 days, and then the one day was dedicated to the educators. And so for that day for the educators, actually one of the things that amazed me was the fact that in as much as it was raining heavily, yet still they made time to be part of that symposium. Educators came in from various schools, school heads, teachers, counselors, guardians, invigilators, like they were there, and we had a very wonderful session with them. And so, of course, the session, it started with an eye opener. Of course, Miss Kim was there to, give an eye opener, an overview of everything that would be happening. Had Miss Nonof, who did a presentation, and it was so amazing. And I love the fact that the educators were able to divide themselves into groups, just like we do for the students. They were able to divide themselves into groups. They were able to solve problems through critical thinking. They were able to apply the soft skills just as we normally do with the kids. So it was so amazing, and it was so interesting.
Yeah, awesome, awesome, awesome. That's a great one. We know that these educators, they can only replicate an experience that they have. They can only replicate an experience that they have, and having them really get into the experience, of what Stream does to a learning environment. Stream brings in a lot of collaboration. It brings in a lot of critical thinking, brings in a lot of problem solving, and whole lot of those experiences. It was great to really see the educators pass through that. Of course, we have no doubt that from what we saw in from what we saw that day, um, that they are excited. I saw some parts of the clip, and I saw how they were just so excited. The fun in the atmosphere, and I'm sure that that alone was a lot of lesson. I'm sure that that day they saw that cool learning can really be fun. Learning can be very exciting. You know, learning can be enforced. The idea of, hey, sit down there, everybody keep quiet, and that militarian kind of that kind of environment, and we don't want that
Yeah.
again in Africa. I mean, we have gone. Learning has gone way beyond that. Learning has gone way too far beyond that, way beyond that, right? I'm sure they've got all of those inspiration, and I'm sure that they are excited, and they are ready to go transfer the same thing to their various classrooms and learning environments, right? Yeah. So, Mr. Badubi, you want to say something?
Yeah, well, I think Dan has actually covered everything, has covered most of the issues. And I think what was also really interesting was the fact that, we had teachers from different disciplines. We didn't only have the STEM teachers coming here for the stream park. We didn't have the science teachers, we didn't have the mathematics teachers, we had teachers from guidance, we had teachers from math, music. It was an amazing thing to see that sort of collaboration, that sort of people coming together from the different spaces, coming together in the name of stream. So stream park to me was really an eye-opening experience in terms of the educators coming together.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. That's great. Yeah, to our viewers, we just wanted to update you, right? Again, on the trend of the event, right? And now the event ended,
So,
how that the teachers were taken through some powerful sessions, right? And then if you're listening to us, you are a teacher, and then you wished you were in that event. Well, no worries, no worries. Destination Imagination Africa is still here, right? Like I said, the event ended. DI is still here, and a lot of things are happening even now. I do know that right now, DI is in Tanzania, and some things are happening with some educators in Tanzania right now. Um, I saw that early on LinkedIn today, right? And I know DI is still on the move. A lot of things are happening everywhere, with Destination Imagination Africa. So the vibe, Stream Park was just to create a spark, right? Stream Park was just the beginning of something great. And I'm going to hand over to Dan to tell our viewers, what should they expect, right? what should they expect? And even after the events, I'm sure a lot of them are pumped up. They are like, wow, this is something I don't want to miss. Hey, Knowledge, thank you so much for following. Thank you, Knowledge. It's good to have you on the show. So, I'm sure a lot of our viewers are wondering, oh my, how do I be? How do I, get into this? How do I be a part of this experience? Even beyond Stream Park 2022, right? So, what do you have to say to our viewers, Dan, Chiamo?
Mr. Tiamo, you want to go first?
All right. Well, I'd say Stream Park, like you were saying, Eddie Bayo, was just an eye opener. It was something to show the world what STREAM is, the possibilities and STEM education. And even just before getting to what's next, we had our students also getting awards in education things like that, in front of permanent secretaries, in front of ministers, in front of African Export Bank representatives. It was a wonderful experience for both the teachers to stand on stage with our students and actually celebrate the 4 days that they had.
Exactly, yeah.
So it was really nice, and also it was being broadcasted on national TV. It was broadcasted on the government Facebook pages, government social media platforms. So it was a big event, I would say, and it really created very strategic partnerships with stakeholders that were present at the expo that came and saw what DI is. So what's next for DI? DI it runs year long. It's a year-long program that changes the curriculum each and every year. So every year something new, but all based in the STREAM space. So currently we are having our one-day boot camps, whereby we are now going to various schools to teach the students on STREAM education. So we select a school, they go there, we go to that school and we train the school on the issues of STREAM. Then besides the one-day boot camps, we have the Christmas boot camp or the Christmas boot camp coming up. Then I think a lot of things are going to kickstart next year when the year is fresh and people are energized. Because right now most people are just in the festive move. But do stay tuned to our social media because that's where we'll be sharing most of the information regarding what will be happening during the coming years or months.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Thank you so much, Shiamo. Thank you for the update. Just like you mentioned lastly, yes, Destination Imagination is live on Facebook, on YouTube, and on LinkedIn, and all of these platforms are very, very active,
Yeah.
very, very active, very, very active, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
very, very active. Yeah, so we invite you to please follow us on Facebook to see what's happening. Every day, every week on Destination Imagination. Ahead of the programs that are coming up. Follow us on LinkedIn. We have a global DI has a global network. So on LinkedIn, DI is live. Follow DI on LinkedIn. A number of updates. Then again, if you still want to see the whole event, right? It's on Facebook, it's on LinkedIn, right? The whole event is right there, right? Each of the days, the learners exhibition, the teachers workshop, they are all live. All the program is fully recorded on YouTube, on Facebook, and on our LinkedIn as well, right? So do well to follow DI on these platforms, and of course, we'll keep getting updates on all of the events that are coming up in the nearest future. All right. So quick one. A big thank you to everyone, to everyone that has taken out time to follow us right on our social media, right from the first day, right from day one to day two, day three, and day four. Everyone that kept on following, your your remarks, your feedback, your comment. Thank you for your time. Thank you for being a part of Stream Park virtually, and also to everyone that joined physically, right? Everyone that was a part of the event physically. By the way, you joined the event physically. I know you would like to rehearse those moments again. I know you would like to see exactly what happened in the event again, right? Just go back to our YouTube, go back to our Facebook, go back to our LinkedIn, and you see exactly what's happening, right? Everything that happened in the whole event, you can have the experience again. Something you want to recall, something you want to reflect on, something you want to meditate on. All the recordings are available, right? Every moment in the event is available, right? It's right there on YouTube, on Facebook, and LinkedIn, and you can get the whole experience. Yeah, thank you, Dan, for putting this on the screen. All right, so there's an educators tournament coming up in Tanzania, disrupting stream education. That's coming up on the 17th of November, right? Again, please follow us on our social media handles, right, for updates on all of our events, on this particular event too, and on every other event that is coming up on all our social media handles, right? Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. Everyone that was a part of Stream Park virtually, thank you for joining us. Thank you for contributing largely to the event. We love you so much. And like I said, Stream Park 2022 just ended. And I tell you, plans are already on ground for Stream Park 2023. Right? Aren't you excited? Yeah, yeah. It's gonna happen again in 2023, and this time around, it's gonna happen in a bigger way. Dan, am I right?
I think we
Sure.
done.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
Shamo, can you hear
exactly.
me? Yeah, absolutely. It's gonna
Yeah, I
happen in
was
a
saying,
big way. Go ahead.
yeah, in conclusion, Stream Park is going to be definitely bigger than this year. It's going to be even better, and we do show appreciation to the Botswana Investment and Trade Center (BITC) for giving us such an amazing opportunity for the learners to actually grow themselves. And we
Yeah.
are very much hopeful that our partnership with BITC will also move on even to the coming years. So we are hopeful for Stream Park 2023, and do stay tuned because we are starting the journey to Stream Park 2023.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Dan, you want to say something? Okay, that's great. Dan, are you there? Can you hear me?
Sure, I can.
Okay. Yeah. So I said I thought you wanted to mention something.
Yeah. I was saying we will continue to update our stats to upcoming. I wanted to encourage viewers to keep posted, and then we will keep on unfolding things more so with regards to the students. And a lot, as Tiamo was mentioning earlier on, we are planning something very big, so we enter the Christmas holiday with a refreshing and a rejuvenating mindset and lifestyle. So just keep posted to our every Thursday, every other Thursday, starting from this coming Thursday, we will continue with our live our Thursday live shows for Destination Imagination Botswana. Yeah, I think coming Saturday again, as discussed with Amos, we will start again with the Destination Imagination Saturdays with our Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, and as well. Then you'll see about the things that are cooking. Sure.
Yeah, awesome. Nice one. Thank you so much, Dan. Thank you for that. Okay, so this is where we call it a day here. Stay tuned, and we look forward to connecting with you again soon and very soon. All right, so goodbye, viewers. I'm sure you're gonna have some clips to watch in wrapping up the show today. Yeah, so over to you, Dan.